a celebration of truly one of the greatest careers in the history of this sport, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Hi, everybody. Tony Schiavone, along with the man I still believe is Jesse the Body Ventura. Yes, Jesse, this is a big night for all of us.
It's a huge night for us, Tony, because this is it. Charlotte, North Carolina, Nature Boy Ric Flair's hometown. He puts the career on the line against Vader right here in Charlotte. If he can't do it here, Tony, there's nowhere he can do it.
That's one of 5 title matches we had. A lot of emotion in the event. Earlier today, as a matter of fact, 5 hours ago, at 2 o'clock, Vader and Harley Race arrived here to the Independence Arena. We had a chance to tape the arrival of Vader as he was making his way in his car with Harley Race. As you take a look at it right now, Vader came in early, which is very unusual. Came in early, went right to the dressing room, Jesse, and then had a workout.
Well, they both got their styles. You know, Vader felt he needed to arrive early to get his head in the right condition for tonight. He is the WCW World Champion, and how the champ does it, you can't argue with success.
Yeah. We'll have a party tonight, yeah. Yes, keep focused, Vader, keep focused. No pain, baby. Keep focused. Yeah, we're gonna have a party all night long. I like this kind of party. That's right, I like this kind of party.
Well, a very confident Vader, and then once he got into the ring, it was all business, Jesse. This man is prepared for this big match. We talk about big matches, probably the biggest match of his career as well.
Well, the key is, too, you can't overtrain before a match either, Tony. You got to do what's necessary to get loose, get ready. You can see Vader doing a little shadow boxing right there, and he hopes to put one of them big paws on the Nature Boy.
At 450 pounds, the WCW World Champion Vader, 5 hours ago, was ready to go and was ready for the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. All right, and now, speaking of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, in a contrast, very odd, we talked about the emotion. Ric Flair, as we stand here right now, has not arrived to the Independence Arena as of yet.
He's not arrived?
He has not arrived. We had dispatched Mean Gene Okerlund to his home to try to follow Nature Boy Ric Flair. We do understand, I understand for Craig Leathers, we are ready. Let's go now to the home of Ric Flair as he prepares to leave for tonight's event.
I'll take it. I'll be right behind you. You okay, sweetie? I gotta go, baby. I'm gonna kiss goodbye. What do you always tell me? Come on, big boy. Come on.
Daddy.
Thank you. You guys okay? I'm gonna miss you guys. See you later tonight. You okay? No, you're not gonna cry?
Rick, I'll see you outside. Say goodbye to your
I'll
family.
be there, Gene. Love you. What do you always say to me? What do you always say to me? Wish me luck? Okay? Yeah, you do good, okay? One there. Thanks. Okay? All right, see you guys later. See you. Bye, sweetie. Here, don't cry. Okay? Very much. Okay? All right? See you guys tonight, all right?
Shut the door.
Don't worry. I'll see you later tonight.
I'll see you. Take care of yourself. Rick, come on. We've got to go. Seemed to me like there was so much emotion.
Oh, they're worried, Gene.
Of course they are. Whose family wouldn't be? You're worried.
Yeah, I am worried, but I'm worried for different reasons, I think. I knew what I was doing when I signed the contract, Gene. I gotta prove this to no one else but myself tonight.
I've got a feeling this could be a rather long ride. Rick, go ahead.
You know,
You think about it all. Yes, your career on the line, but Rick, you've seen what this guy Vader has done. Numerous opponents over the years. I mean, he's absolutely decimated.
Gene, I knew what Vader was about before I signed the contract. I knew the reality of what I was doing, and I'm prepared. When I deal with this on a personal level, it makes it harder, but I've been in a lot of tough matches, and tonight I've got to prove, above all else, to myself that I'm the man that I think I've been my entire career. I got to prove it tonight.
Jeff, let's get to the arena.
Thanks, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first contest of Starrcade 93 Tag Team Action. Introducing team number 1, to be led by their manager, the Godfather, Teddy Long. Introducing from Denver, Colorado, weighing 231 pounds, Cool Scorpio. His tag team partner from Marietta, Georgia, 234 pounds, Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
Marcus Bagwell, Cool Scorpio, and Teddy Long. Let's go back to Gary Capetta.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we bring the opponents to the ring, Gary Juster from the WCW Executive Committee is here to present the Manager of the Year Award for the 1993 WCW Manager of the Year, as voted by the fans of the WCW Hotline, and they voted for the Manager of the Year, the Godfather, Teddy Long. Congratulations, Teddy.
Teddy Long.
Gary. One thing I'd like to say, Gary Capetta, I'd like to thank Marcus and Too Cold, and especially all the fans that called in on the hotline and voted for me. Charlotte, North Carolina, peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, Manager of the Year, Teddy Long. And now, the opponents in this one-fall tag team event. Introducing first, accompanied by the Assassin from Tampa, Florida, weighing 241 pounds, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. His tag team partner from New York City, 242 pounds, Pretty Paul Roma.
And they are wasting no time. Here we go. It was just 2 nights ago on WCW Saturday Night, during Bagwell and Too Cold's match with Texan Shanghai, that they were attacked by Roma and Orndorff, and they are wasting no time getting this thing started here, Jess.
Well, the Assassin must have told Orndorff to hit him when they got in the ring, because that's exactly what Mr. Wonderful did, but he's getting the worst end of the stick. Bagwell and Scorpio doing a beautiful double deep. Oh, look at that move, Tony.
Nick Patrick, the referee for this first match, is not going to call here a count. He's going to wait to get things in order before he officially begins this. The Masked Assassin is out here with Roma and Orndorff, and fans, before this match officially gets underway, and Nick Patrick in telling them one man in the ring, we'll let you know that, yes, Mean Gene is with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, en route to the Independence Arena. You hear the chant of Pola.
Well,
We have a cameraman with Mean Gene and Ric Flair in the limousine. We hope to go to that a little bit later on.
you know, it was a gutsy thing that Mean Gene and Nature Boy did. I mean, leaving so late to the arena, Tony. What happens if they're involved in a car accident or something?
Well, that's a good point, Jesse.
He gets here late, he misses the match, he's forced to retire. I personally would have had to got here a little bit sooner than what the Nature Boys arrive. And
Well, everybody has their own style. Now you notice how Roma will start, but Roma very, very tentative in trying to get out of that corner. Roma and Bagwell. Now that time, Bagwell went for the neutral position. Roma went for the high impact blows. And puts Bagwell right on his duff to begin things here.
well, Roma lifted up that knee and he caught Bagwell with it. He did some damage right there. And now it's Pretty Paul Roma with the early advantage over Marcus Alexander. Bagwell swinging a miss. Beautiful cross body into a pinning combination, but Roma kicks out into an arm drag, Tony.
Come on, Russ.
Arm drag takedown.
You make him break that arm. You make him break that hole.
Paul Roma, who back about 16 days ago turned on Eric Watts on WCW Saturday Night in a match where he was teaming with Eric Watts, former member of the Horsemen.
You know what else is interesting here? You got newly named Manager of the Year Teddy Long outside the ring, paired off against the Assassin.
You're right.
The Assassin coming in too late for the manager votes, but I'll tell you what, he may be Manager of the Year next year.
He could have a good year, and he's got a great team here in the team of Roma and Orndorff. But right now, Too Cold Scorpio is taking charge of the full arm drag and twist. The quickness of Too Cold and Bagwell certainly could come into play in this match. As Too Cold goes over the top and pulls down on the arm. Right now, focusing on the arm because you got opponents here just like Roma and Orndorff who are very strong and very powerful. They're trying to take a limb away here.
Well, Bagwell in there putting the hammerlock on. He's going to drive him shoulder first into the buckle. Marcus Alexander Bagwell. He was a world champion for about 23 hours and 17 minutes.
You're right, it happened on October 23rd on WCW Saturday Night. There's a 2 count when they defeated the Nasty Boys in a major upset to become World Tag Team Champions. However, the next night, and Halloween Havoc on our pay-per-view back in October, the Nasty Boys regain the World Tag Team Championship, and they will defend them tonight in one of 5 title matches here tonight, live from Charlotte.
And Roma makes a tag, and whoa, and Wonderful gets caught with an arm drag. Bagwell was laying in the weeds waiting for him.
Double axe handle is it.
And the chants of Paula Paula start up. Now, normally Mr. Wonderful lets those chants get to him, but that man, the Assassin, seems to have a calming effect on Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, you're right about that. He's done a lot for his career, and the winner of this match, oh, a big forearm shot, uppercut, almost a European uppercut. The winner of this match certainly will make some claim of being a top contender, maybe the top contender of the World Tag Team title.
Whoa, and Roma, what a boot he laid in on the Cold Man. Mr. Wonderful looking like he's going to try to hook a suplex here. He's got him up. Whoa, he drops in behind.
Look at that agility. Oh, my goodness. Too Cold. Tons of moves. Tremendous hip toss out of the left side ropes. Flying head scissors. Yes, he got him over. What do we got here? The referee.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Apparently the shoulder is not down. I thought maybe the referee was going to call or start a count, but nope. Just the head scissors. The shoulders of Roma not down.
And you notice while he puts that head scissors on, Too Cold does hook the arm. That takes away some of the leverage of Orndorff kicking out of it. And a nice move by Marcus Bagwell.
2 and a 2 count only, and Bagwell with the big splash off of the right side, got a 2 count, and now continuing to work on the upper part of the body. It comes down to teamwork. Look at that drop toe hold takedown and a tag. And for a short period of, and a reversal, short period of time, I gotta say that Roma and Orndorff quite well as a team.
Well, they're both, you know, Mr. Wonderful is a veteran. He's going to adapt real easy to different partners. I mean, there's not much that Paul Orndorff hasn't seen in the ring. And Roma caught in a real compromising position right here by Bagwell.
Bagwell spins him around, atomic drop. And the youngster. We keep calling him a youngster, but he was Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. Bagwell is back now.
It's been 2 years already.
Well, actually, when we start 94 here in a couple days.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
That's right. He'll be in his 3rd year of competition. Tag is made, but what a team this has become. They've really gelled together, these 2 youngsters. Over the top. Great teamwork. A 2 count. Once again, Too Cold Scorpio back to the attack.
He's hurting my arm! He's hurting my arm!
You hear Roma yelling, he's hurting my arm. Like what, the referee's gonna make him break it?
Go back to the arm. Go back to the arm.
Why you shut your mouth?
Is he talking to me?
No, I don't think so. He's talking to
Teddy Long. I
Teddy
think.
Long over here, right to the other side. And Scorpio pulls back on the arm. Fans want to remind you that Gordon Solie, Michael PSAs are with us on the Wrestling Hotline tonight, and they will talk to each winner, each winning team or each winning individual after the match. So you can call the hotline after any match and talk on the hotline to the winners. So make sure you give us a call.
Why don't they get the losers on there?
Or maybe the losers would not want to get on there.
Somebody may want to talk to him, though.
Well, you're right. Right now, though,
Or is that part of the incentive? Win and you can go on the hotline.
that might be it. As the chant of Paula rings out in the Independence Arena.
Well, we'll find out who's going to go on the hotline here, Tony.
We sure will. A pickup. Wow. Put him down hard and drives an elbow into Bagwell. Bagwell is in major trouble now. Oh, he ducked and put a sleeper on. Can you believe this move?
He don't have it hooked very well, though.
No, you're right about that. Out of nowhere. Uh-oh. Referee with Scorpio, and that enables Roma. There was no tag made.
Well, that's an advantage you see in tag team wrestling. You've got only one referee in the ring, and he can't see everything. And when he's tied up, like now with Too Cold Scorpio, it gives a great opportunity for Orndorff and Pretty Paul Roma to do dastardly things to Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
Repeated backbreakers that time. Look at Roma just showing his power.
And then a confident smile. And a big elbow.
That was
Whoa.
great elevation up in the air, too. Roma, who has pinned some guys recently with that arrogant cover of his, tried at that time to no avail. I think that was a mistake.
He would have done better to hook a leg right there. He might have got one.
This opening tag team bout in Starrcade continues. Belly to back from a side position and a cover from Orndorff. And a save from Too Cold Scorpio.
Another legal tag. Here comes Pretty Paul Roma in. Double team going on. Nothing illegal about a double team like that either, because you have a 4 count to get out of the ring.
And a 2 count. Advantage for Roma and Orndorff, the Paulas, if you will.
The Paulas. Ha.
Power slam. But he pulled away from it. He has other things in mind. Up top goes Paul Roma.
He loves the big splash, but nobody home.
Bagwell rolls. Bagwell tag Orndorff. And Orndorff misses. Tuchel. Scorpio. Sending Orndorff to the left. Oh, he got up in the air. And a drop kick.
Too Cold Scorpio cleaning up the ring. Mr. Wonderful in major trouble. Suplex.
Here he goes. He doesn't have his man down enough, though. Bagwell pulls Roma off. On top of the head. Too Cold, ready to duke it out. Look at this. Referee is telling Bagwell and Roma to get back. Teddy Long involved. A spin wheel kick that time. And the assassin.
Oh! And Too Cold hit the assassin.
Teddy Long's got the referee. The assassin's got something in the hood. A headbutt. This is over.
Well, we know who's going on the hotline, Tony.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, and Pretty
This replay is going to show it.
Well, they may have voted for the wrong man for Manager of the Year, because look at the Assassin. He put something in the mask, that's obvious. Big disc of some sort, metal disc. Assassin gets up there, you see him grab Too Cold, wham! Hits him with a headbutt, knocks him out, and Mr. Wonderful gets the cover. Let's look at it from a second angle. There's the Assassin grabbing Too Cold, headbutts him, down goes the Cold Man. Mr. Wonderful goes down on top and gets the 1, 2, 3, Tony.
All right, the limo ride to the Independence Arena continues. Let's see what's going on with Mean Gene and Ric Flair.
You know, Rick, I just don't know if the reality of all of this has set in yet, but this conceivably could be the last time you get in a limousine and head for the arena for something of this magnitude. I mean, your career has been fantastic, but you've laid all that out on the line tonight in this one match, one more time.
Well, Gene, we've discussed the reality of what I've done, on several different occasions that, I can't second guess myself now. I obviously don't want to be on the outside looking in. I want to be part of this sport. I love this sport. And, we're going to find out tonight.
You've been
if
there.
I'm the player I think I am.
10 times. If indeed you were to defeat Vader tonight, you would be the WCW heavyweight champ for yet an 11th time. That would be truly remarkable. On the downside, it could be the very last time you enter the ring.
Well, Gene, I don't want to even think about that right now. I'm fortunate enough tonight to be riding with one of my best friends in this business, and that's you. We talked about it earlier. I'm glad to have the opportunity to be with you because I know that win or lose, our friendship will be as strong and true as it's always been. So let's just spend these last couple minutes on a little more upbeat scale because...
Well, there's a certain amount of trepidation and concern that I have
I know
as
that.
you go into something like
I
this,
know
Rick,
that.
because
My wife
I know
and
what
kids
it
are
means to
torn
you. I really do.
Well, and you also know what it'll mean to me not to be in this sport. So keeping that in mind, the competitor that I am, the heart that I have, and that I hopefully will not be denied.
Well, I'll tell you
I
what.
don't know how to sum it up any better than that.
All the great thrills and all of the fantastic hours of entertainment you've provided for myself, for your legions of fans, and just for the millions of people around the globe, Ric Flair. God, I think it's just been a remarkable career. I hope it lasts forever.
Gene, you know what a guy said to me the other day that rings out as loud and clear as any one thing I thought about in the last couple months. He said, "Hey, Ric Flair, if you're gone, who's gonna go woo?" I looked at the guy for about 10 seconds and I said, "My friend, nobody's ever gonna go woo except Ric Flair, and he's not going anywhere." And that's the bottom line. Woo, I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest of Starrcade 93, the 10th anniversary, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by King Kong, weighing 458 pounds, a member of the Colossal Kongs, is Awesome Kong.
Our next match took the Gold Starrcade, and fans, we do understand the limo is closing in on the Independence Arena. Flair coming right up Independence Boulevard here. And as soon as we have a chance, we will go to the limousine, pulling into the parking lot here at the Independence Arena as we take a look at 900 pounds making its way to the ring. And we go back to Gary Cappetta.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent at over 400 pounds, he's the Shockmaster.
Shockmaster.
Well, fortunately for the Shockmaster, he only has to face half of that 900 pounds, Tony.
Well, we thought
Although
so.
he's getting them both right now.
The Shockmaster against Awesome Kong. Now, Awesome is the man, I believe, on the near side, actually now on the right side. The match has not yet started, therefore there is no disqualification going on here. Here goes Awesome. Oh, there goes the Shockmaster. The referee is going to have to gain control here.
Now, am I wrong here, Tony? This ain't a handicap match. He's
No.
only supposed to be in there with Awesome Kong.
Now, I guess that's Awesome Kong in there. I thought that one was King Kong.
It is King. It says King on the side of his tights. What's going on here?
I have no idea.
Or maybe he dressed in the wrong tights. They might have both went in to take a shower and put on the wrong pair of tights.
Is the match underway? I don't know.
I presume it is.
Did I hear a bell?
You normally do hear lots of bells, Tony.
I normally do. King walks into the foot of the Shockmaster. Big clothesline. The big man who back in August on the Clash of the Champions on TBS made his debut. What a debut it was. Look at that
Whoa.
flying body press.
I mean, between these two guys, you got, what, over 900 pounds?
Oh, absolutely. Two men way up over 400 pounds going at it. Oh, my. It's over.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Shockmaster!
Great ovation for this big guy who literally took on two gigantic men and came away with a big slam to get the win.
The Shockmaster wins our second matchup tonight. Over, I presume it was King Kong because the tights said King. There's the big body slam right there, the cover. 1, 2, 3. The Shockmaster wins it before Awesome Kong can get into the ring.
Two matches are down here at Starrcade, and before we took the air here tonight at the Independence Arena, Terry Taylor kept his winning ways alive right here at a match just for the fans, defeated the Equalizer. Big win for Terry Taylor. We want to talk about, though, for just a second, the U.S. title. 2 out of 3 falls will be held tonight. World Tag Team title, World TV title, and Rick Rude's world title will be on the line, not against the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. We are under a lot of speculation whether he would be here or not. He is not here, but the boss is here. The man who defeated Ravishing Rick Rude a couple of weeks ago will step in the ring against Rude for that world title.
Well, he defeated Ravishing Rick Rude, but under some tainted circumstances, Tony. I mean, that was a predicament where Ravishing Rick Rude didn't know who he was going to wrestle, thought he was going to wrestle Davey Boy Smith, and the boss shows up. I mean, that's not exactly fair.
Well, I agree with that, but when Rude got here earlier today, he found out that, yes, indeed, it would be the boss. He expected that, of course. Wait a minute. Okay, I do understand that Ric Flair's limousine is now making its way into the parking lot of the Independence Arena. Let's see if we can go outside. There you see Charlotte's Finest leading the limousine and the police car behind it. This is quite a scene here, Jess. We look outside live at the Independence Arena. There's the head of security, Doug Dellinger.
I'll tell you what, you view it from this angle, you think it's Bill Clinton coming.
Well, in this town,
Ric Flair's more popular than Bill Clinton.
Yeah, thank you.
Not only that, he's got more money than Bill Clinton, at least for now.
So many rides he's taken from his home there. This could be the last.
All time, Gene.
All right, let's listen in here.
Okay, we got some bags here for the. All right. This way. Well, pal, that's it for me. You guys are gonna have to go ahead.
Thanks, man.
Come in.
Thank you.
Rick.
Thanks a lot.
Rick.
Thank you. God bless. Thanks, guys.
Ric Flair is in the
Ladies
building.
and gentlemen, the following contest, it is the first title match this evening of Starrcade 93 for the World Television Championship, set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 241 pounds, Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon.
What an ovation for this man. A man who has made his hometown here in Charlotte, North Carolina since arriving in the sport originally from Hawaii. One popular athlete.
You know, I'd be very impressed if he could run on water like that lizard does on TV. Have you ever seen that ad?
No.
You've never seen that?
No, I haven't.
Don't you ever watch TV, Tony?
No, I watch videotapes of you and me. All right, Gary Cappetta.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in this contest for the World Television Championship, one fall, 15-minute time limit event. Accompanied by his attendant, Sir William. He's from Blackpool, England. He weighs 18 stone, 2 pounds, and is the World Television Champion, Lord Steven Regal.
Thumbs down to Lord Steven Regal.
Hey, they can not like him if they don't want to, but the bottom line is, there you see Sir William, the bottom line is, Lord Steven is the television champion, Tony, and Lord Steven can indeed wrestle, and wrestle very, very well.
You know, this is a big day for Lord Steven Regal. This is Boxing Day in the UK. Boxing Day usually the day after.
Boxing Day, what's that, where neighbors go out and box in the backyard?
That's exactly what it is. It's a day of sports in the Commonwealth.
They punch each other out.
What they used to do a long time ago, they would settle their differences on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. It couldn't go on a Sunday.
Nah, the aristocrats wouldn't do that.
Yeah, they would. It's a day of sports. It couldn't happen on a Sunday in the Commonwealth.
You're telling me Princess Di straps on the 16-ounce gloves and socks Fergie in the eye?
Can I get this story out?
Well, I'm trying to understand it, Tony.
So this being Boxing Day, one fall, 15 minutes, Steamboat in his hometown, a place he has had some tremendous matches. Jesse, I can remember in this building, sold out. This used to be the Charlotte Coliseum. 1984 on Easter Sunday in the afternoon, Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat in a cage for the world title. It was phenomenal. One of Flair's first title defenses after he won the world title at the first Starrcade in 1983. It was a sold-out Charlotte Coliseum. It's now the Independence Arena.
Jeez, I was barely out of high school then.
But they were talking about you back then.
Well, let's get to the match. Lord Steven backing into the corner and the Dragon trying to force the issue. Ricky Steamboat starting off the aggressor here. He's putting the pressure on Lord Steven. Lord Steven using the ropes.
Trying a single leg pickup. Regal holding fast in the corner and Steamboat going back but thinking better of it.
Well, let's remember something. This is a TV title match, Tony. So Lord Steven has a distinct advantage if he decides to stall, because there is a time limit on a TV match. How long is it, 20, 15?
15-minute time limit.
15-minute time limit. So Steamboat, being the challenger, must be the aggressor. He's got to take the match to Lord Steven. What a nice move by Lord Steven. You see the subtlety of that? He brought his foot up, broke the knee down, and got the Dragon down and got the advantage. You had to catch that out of the corner of the camera.
They are to the ropes. There you see Sir William, bottom left of your screen. He's poised with that umbrella.
You know, I love Lord Steven's wrestling style because he does things so fluently and so easily, and if you don't catch it all, you don't realize what he accomplishes in there.
Nick Patrick right between the men, and he gets a break.
And that's a gutsy move by Nick Patrick. You start wedging your body in between two of these guys, a referee will take an elbow in the head.
At Fall Brawl back in September, Steamboat lost to Regal. He was a television champion. The night before on Saturday night, Steamboat was attacked by Lord Steven using the umbrella of Sir William to bash in the ribs. The umbrella came to play in the Fall Brawl match, and then, oddly enough, Regal and Steamboat were teammates at Battle Bowl.
Well, what can you say? Rain follows Sir William everywhere he goes.
It rained on Steamboat that night, too. Because of the animosity, Steamboat and Regal could not coexist in their tag match. Steamboat's temper got the best of him.
Now this is interesting. Now it's Lord Steven pressing the action, complaining to the referee to get Steamboat out of the corner.
Now, Steamboat's hurting here. His arm, not 100%. Look at that leg trip. And he goes back to the arm again.
And you see how he did that? He stepped on the bicep, kept the arm flat on the mat, which allowed him to move up very simply and take a wrist lock. You got to admire Lord. You may not like Lord Steven, but you got to admire his technique in the ring. The European style, a little bit more subtle than the American style, but just as effective.
Wrist lock is applied. Steamboat gets out of it. Steamboat, a man who has a lot of endurance. It's been one of his strong suits.
Well, the thing, though, about a TV title match is endurance is not one of the main factors because of the time limit situation.
Pulling on the arm.
And what a whip on that one. Lord Steven flipping over, crashing hard into the mat.
A good look at the world television champion, Lord Steven Regal, who came to this country as Steve Regal, under a guise, I guess, pretending to be a commoner and all along being a blue blood. Now showing his true colors. Steamboat up in the air, he goes.
Nice block counter move, flips over, hip toss, another cover.
Steamboat on top of his game here, and Regal reels on up. For all the great matches Steamboat has had in his career, 8 times World Tag Team Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, many times U.S. Champion, and World Television Champion. This is certainly one of the most important because it is in his hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina.
It's the most important because all the matches yesterday don't mean nothing anymore, Tony.
You're right, Jesse.
The only important match is the one you're in right now.
Exactly, that's a great point. Side headlock.
Living on the laurels of it's like me. When you retire, then you remember all the great matches.
Shut up, you four-eyed brat.
Well, I'd figure he'd be talking to you, but you don't have glasses on.
No, right. The crisscross going here. It's a timing maneuver. Steamboat with a, oh, look at that. One! Only. Steamboat with a great counter move. Steamboat got up. Regal with the quickness. And now pulling onto the leg of Steamboat, keeping Steamboat. I guess it's to Regal's advantage here, Jess, to keep Steamboat, who apparently is the quicker of the two, off his feet.
Absolutely, and not only that, but if he gets him in a tie-up hold like this, the clock's running.
Exactly.
It's an important thing, more so in a television title match than any other style or any other championship match, because this one has the shortest time limit. And again, I can't emphasize it enough, the challenger has to be super aggressive, which in this case is the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. You've never seen that lizard that runs across the water on the TV ad?
No, I haven't.
They call it a gecko or something like that.
Well, Steamboat is no lizard. He is one of the finest athletes the sport has ever seen. And many people will tell you that, including Nature Boy Ric Flair. Steamboat trying to kick Regal off. But Regal holds fast. Oh, down he goes.
Beautiful roundhouse kick right there to the back of the head of Lord Steven. Steamboat picks him up. Big body slam.
And now, Ricky Steamboat going up top for the first time in this match. And irate Sir William down low. Turn around. He got it. Turn around just in time for Steamboat, who got a 2 count. And Steamboat hooks on an armbar here. An outside armbar. And I'm very surprised here, Jess. You talked about the challenger and a 15-minute time limit needing to be the aggressor. Steamboat's not going to get a pin with this one. He's trying to wear the champion down.
Yeah, but you still got to wear anybody down before you can go for a pin, Tony.
Yeah, you're right.
You have to do something. You're not going to get one of these in-shape pro wrestlers down very easily out of the blue. Once in a while it'll happen, but you definitely got to disorient them a little bit. Make them hear bells ring and see stars, and then you might have a chance to pin them. And I'll tell you, Sir William outside the ring, people just don't like him, do they?
Well, I think it's well deserved. It's a nip up that time. Fireman's carry.
Why is that? He's well dressed, well mannered.
Well, you're
5 minutes remain. The time limit, 5 minutes.
all right. We're 10 down, 5 to go. So you heard Gary Capetta.
Or maybe not that well mannered when he's got the umbrella.
You're right. He is not well mannered when he has the umbrella.
But he don't have it right now. He's got the. He's out there waving the. What do they call that British flag again?
Union Jack.
Union Jack.
Shut up! You be quiet, sir, and stand up for this flag.
Steamboat's got now less than 5 minutes to get going here. I'm not so sure he's aware of the time.
He better be aware of the time. TV title match, you better always be aware of the time. Steamboat driving the knees into the tricep of Lord Steven and then cranks back. Look at the pain. Can he get a submission out of Lord Steven?
4 minutes remaining. Time limit, 4 minutes.
Flips over the hammerlock and yanks on the arm of Lord Steven. And there you see Nick Patrick checking in to see if Lord Steven wants to continue.
And
Got 2 count.
Capetta said something about 4 minutes to go, Tony.
That's right.
We'll keep you appraised of the time as best we can.
Yes, we are.
Head scissors applied by Steamboat. Lord Steven bridging out of it. A good look at Lord Steven, or a bad look, depending on your point of view.
Or an upside down look. Lord Steven shrugs off the head scissors now. Look for a reversal out of him here if he can get it.
Now, Regal, forearm shots. High impact blows. There he is, he got him caught.
Whoa. Looked like a Chew of Copenhagen going up in the air on that one.
I don't think so. 3 minutes to go.
Things
Steamboat.
not looking good for the Dragon. Oh, big chop, the Dragon's coming back. He heard that 3 minutes and gave him a little adrenaline flow.
We talked about the endurance of Ricky Steamboat. Down low now. Watch out.
And Sir William, the Dragon, chases him right into the ring.
And right back out. Whoa!
And right into a waiting Lord Steven. You think that one was planned out a little bit?
I think so. Little British mixed direction play that time, and many fans standing. They want Steamboat to become the television champion here at Charlotte, but he's a long way from that. Whoa!
2 minutes remaining in this
Hit his head.
championship bout. 2 minutes.
At the 2 minute mark, he hit his head on a turnbuckle, and Regal with a reverse chin lock. Now Steamboat has to draw in all his reserves here, Jess.
Now, if I was Regal, I would have kept him down on the mat and kept that chin lock on. You don't have to win being the champion.
He blocked it, did Regal. Point of the elbow on target. Steamboat arm drag takedown that time, and another one. Head scissors. Steamboat trying to come out of it, he covers him. 1, 2.
Whoa, nice bridge. Look at that reversal. double arm hook right there. Steamboat trying to counter it. Nice move by Steamboat, but the time's running out.
He's got a butterfly.
1 minute remains, 60 seconds.
Butterfly suplex, 1, 2, 2 count. And now Steamboat desperately trying to get Regal back in the ring. The fight goes on the outside.
And Steamboat, he passes both their heads together.
30 seconds remain.
He even crushed the Derby out there.
Sir William hits the post on the outside, pulling down on the head. Steamboat on top.
Seconds.
The crowd's to its feet.
9, 8, 7, 6.
He missed.
5, 4.
That cost him the
3,
title.
2, 1.
Too little, too late.
He was a flying body press away from becoming the World Television Champion, and he missed it. The time limit expires. Regal is still the television champion. Here's the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official decision. This match went to the full extent of the time limit. The official decision, a draw. Lord Steven Regal retains the World Television Championship.
So Lord Regal staggers away, still the World Television Champion. 1 title match is down. We got 4 title matches to go. Ric Flair, as we said, is in the building. And, you know, and Steamboat gets a great ovation from his hometown fans here as he makes his way up. I'm really concerned about Ric Flair because he had a lot of concern. And, you know, usually Flair, in the face of adversity and a lot being on the line, still can go woo and still can smile, but he didn't do it this time on the way in.
I don't know why he's so worried, because I'll tell you honestly, Tony, retirement ain't that bad. You know, if you really view what Ric Flair's looking at here, he may be in a win-win situation. I mean, of course, if he wins the match, he becomes the 11-time World Heavyweight Champion. But if he loses the match, hey, he gave it his best shot. He goes out in style, and I can vouch retirement ain't that bad.
Got a man in the prime of his career in the 11th Starrcade ready to do it again. That's coming up a little bit later on.
But remember, so was Michael Jordan in the prime of his career.
You're right. Right now, another match set to go to Gary Cappetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest of Starrcade 93, the 10th anniversary tag team action set for 1 fall. Introducing team number 1, both from Amarillo, Texas. The team of Tex Slazenger and Shanghai Pierce.
Tag team action set to go. You know, Jesse, of all the tag teams we have in World Championship Wrestling right now, realistically, Tex Slazenger and Shanghai Pierce over the last year been about 500 their win-loss record. For the last couple of months, they've been very, very hot.
Well, they've been very, very hot, and I'll tell you what else. They've been ducking nobody. I mean, they've been wrestling every conceivable tag team they can get a shot at. Let's go back up to Kopetsky in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, introducing first, from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing 303 pounds, Cactus Jack. His tag team partner from the state of Euphoria, 341 pounds, Max Payne.
And look at these two good-looking guys, not them. Look at the look on that kid's face as he looks at Cactus and Max. He ain't sure if Halloween's over.
You know, you talked about every conceivable tag team. Who in the world would have conceived this tag team? Cactus Jack, Max Payne.
You know, better question, who conceived them? I'd like to see pictures of both their moms.
Hey, and why not? All right, we are set to go. Tex and Shanghai moving up the ladder. As we said, a very important tag team match for both teams.
Tony, did you check out the Hooter girl at ringside?
Sure did, Jess. I've been doing it every chance I get.
Talking about Hooters. sorry, Tony. I'll get back to the ring. You can't help it, though.
No, you can't. Hey, this is Charlotte, North Carolina. This is an in-city.
This is the Hooter capital of the world, right?
Well, it could be one of them. It's going to be Shanghai Pierce and
Steve Johnson's over there getting ready to cut my mic off any second. He's wondering if this is X-rated pay-per-view.
Side headlock on Max Payne. Max Payne with a weight advantage here, but a very powerful Shanghai Pierce. Look at that. Neither man going down.
Why don't you shut up?
A little skirmish on either end that time. Randy Anderson is the referee.
Well, you got a little feeling out process going on here. Big Max Payne, Tex Slazenger. Big boot by Tex into the side headlock. What is that on the t-shirt of Max Payne?
See if we get a better look in. I don't know.
It's a skull with
a hairdo.
It's a skull with a punk rock hairdo.
It is. Only Max Payne, huh? Might not look bad on you, Jess. Right on the top of that head. Shoulder block. Big Max Payne at 341 pounds. Whoa! And with ease showing his power, going down Shanghai, who seeks refuge in the Texas corner.
Actually, Max weighed in at 351. He told me he ate 10 pounds of food over the holidays.
I bet he did. In one sitting. And a tag, and here comes a man who back on the 24th of April, Jesse, if you'll recall, on WCW Saturday Night, we thought we'd never see again. You dropped your microphone and helped put Cactus Jack on the stretcher that night. And he finally made his way back in the ring on September 19th.
And I think maybe the most important thing to state was it was at the hands of Vader.
Right.
The man who the Nature Boy will be facing with his career on the line about what, an hour and 15 minutes from now.
Shot to the jaw. Again.
And Cactus not shy about breaking a rule.
Never
the
has
people
been.
love him, but he's not going to give you your technically perfect wrestling match.
Into the corner with Tex Slazenger, Cactus Jack.
You know what amazes me? The popularity of these two in the short time they've been together. Max Payne and Cactus Jack. They're kind of like, you know, when you get an ugly mutt dog who you kind of fall in love with.
Right.
You know, you find them in the eating garbage out in the back alley, and you go out and give them a little garbage, and before you know it, they're your friends.
Down on the arm of Slazenger to cover 1, 2, and Shanghai Pierce makes a save with a kick to the head. The legal men are Cactus Jack and Tex Slazenger. Shanghai goes down. Here's a double team from Max and Cactus. Oh!
And that clothesline almost flipped Tex 360. And Shanghai comes over and saves his partner, tries to drag him out of the ring.
Headbutt. You know what I've just noticed, how Tex Slazenger kind of resembles a Cactus Jack in a way. Big, burly guy. Right now, Cactus was having his way with him, but Max Payne in. Oh, wow! Great move by Slazenger, using the own momentum of Max Payne, hitting the turnbuckle that time.
Well, you made the call there, Tony. He caught Max coming out of the corner, used his own momentum, grabbed him by the hair, and drove him head first into the mat. There's the tag, and here comes Shanghai, his partner.
The thing about it is, Tex and Shanghai have been a team longer than Max and Cactus have. Look at that sunset flip from a 350-pound guy. He got a 2 count out of it. Shanghai swinging in thin air that time, putting him belly to back down. Boy, this is a brutal matchup. I mean, just a hard-fought matchup like we anticipated between these two teams, these four sluggers.
Well, it's simple. One team takes a step forward, the second takes a step back.
Headbutt.
Now that's a gutsy move by Cactus. Why you'd headbutt a man with a mask on? You have no idea what's underneath that hood.
We got all four going at it. What a contrast to the match we had just previously. Over goes Shanghai, over goes Cactus. Match continues. Over, oh my goodness, over goes Tex Slazenger. There's a pile of Texans on the floor. What do we
Look at
got?
this. What the heck's going on here? Oh, look at that. I can't believe it. Max Payne backdrops Cactus over the top rope. And he hits Tex Slazenger on the floor. And now they're both down.
And I think they're both hurt. Meanwhile, the match continues in the ring.
Cactus is nuts.
Well, we knew that before the match started. Painkiller. Whoa! Max gets stomped in the head by Tex Slazenger.
And that was the only way Shanghai was getting out of that one. Look at him holding his arm. Very good move by Tex Slazenger.
And we got a double team going on because Cactus just pulling himself up now. Whoa! Big double clothesline.
And you got to be big to deliver a move like that, which Max Payne is. 350 pounds. Can he tag Cactus?
Can Cactus compete if he gets in? Yeah. Immediately Shanghai Pierce. Cactus literally destroyed himself on the outside. Oh! Out goes Tex Slazenger. Cactus, the double arm DDT.
He could get it. He does.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, the team of Cactus Jack and Max Payne.
Bang, bang.
Anybody gets in our way.
A hard-hitting tag match as anticipated from the word go. Cactus Jack and Max Payne reign victorious. Let's take a look earlier on, Jesse Ventura.
Well, let's go back to replay. Here you see Max Payne ducking under a clothesline, coming off the ropes, wham! The 350-pounder with the double clothesline. There's Cactus with the front DDT. Nails it on Shanghai. 1, 2, 3, gets the pin, Tony.
Let's go to Mean Gene Okerlund with a very special guest with us tonight in Charlotte at the Independence Arena. Gene.
All right, I thank you very much, Tony Schiavone. It just doesn't get any better than this. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, here at Starrcade, we have got some tremendous news for you. You fans tonight, your voice can be heard on the WCW hotline at 1-900-909-9900 on option number 5. As you know, the United States heavyweight title on the line tonight in the best 2 out of 3 with the natural Dustin Rhodes squaring off against Stunning Steve. The challenger, Steve Austin, is angered by this. We want to know from you folks, should all title bouts at World Championship Wrestling be the best 2 out of 3? Press 1 for yes, press 2 for no, but call on the hotline right now and let your voice be heard. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it couldn't happen at a better place than this great city of Charlotte, North Carolina. From just outside of town, one of the great ones, Mellow Yellow, number 42. Please welcome Kyle Petty. Whoa! Kyle, as you know, we are all here at Starrcade tonight. The big main event pits a favorite of yours, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. He has put his entire career on the line to challenge Vader for an unprecedented time to become the WCW heavyweight title. You had a retirement recently in your family, and I wondered, Kyle, if you could share some of your thoughts about your father's recent retirement with us.
Well, I tell you, my father's just like Rick. He's done it so long, this is all they've ever known, and that's all my father ever knew was driving a race car, and this is all Rick's ever known is wrestling, So when you start putting that on the line, I mean, you're putting a lot on the line. You know, Richard Petty's retired and he's sitting at home, but he's a different Richard Petty than he was when he drove a race car. And, you know, you hate to see anybody go out at the top of their game. And, you know, Rick's definitely at the top of his game, like, you know, Michael Jordan and those guys retiring this year at the top of his game. And, you know, I hate to see anything like that happen. So I hope it doesn't happen tonight.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Kyle, you are in the thick of it all. And, of course, you have done so very, very well. You've got a career ahead of you, just like if Ric Flair were to win tonight, he would have a career ahead of him.
Yeah, definitely so. He's had a career. He's got a career behind him and ahead of him. You know, hopefully a lot of mine's still ahead of me. But you know, like I say, I would hate to think that I had to go to Daytona and win that race. And if I didn't win that race, I was going to have to retire.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we look to 1994, Kyle Petty, I want to thank you very much. The best of luck to you next year. And I know these great fans are looking forward to seeing the gigantic main event here tonight. Don't forget, call the hotline. Tony, let's get back to ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest of Starrcade 93, the 10th anniversary for the United States Heavyweight Championship, set for the best 2 of 3 falls with a 30-minute time limit and 30-second rest periods between falls. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied by Colonel Rob Tucker from Hollywood, California, weighing 253 pounds.
Stunning Steve getting into the ring with Colonel Parker. Tony, I got to go back to that interview. I'm confused.
You are?
I thought Richard Petty's son was Tom Petty of the Heartbreakers.
No. See, you haven't spent enough time in the Carolinas. It's Kyle Petty. All right, Gary.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he's from Austin, Texas. He weighs 261 pounds, and he is the United States Heavyweight Champion, the Natural, Dustin Rhodes. Remember, 2 of 3 falls, 30-minute time limit, 30-second rest period between falls.
Well, there you hear it.
Here we go, Tony, a throwback to the days of old. 2 out of 3 falls. And how important that first fall is to get.
The Natural Dustin Rhodes sent to go against Stunning Steve.
I know one thing, they can't call that Hooter girl the Natural.
There you see the belt in the air. And there goes the bell.
What do you think, Tony? Natural or not?
I'm not saying.
Or synthetic?
I'm not saying. Here we go. Dustin looking a takedown of Steve. You got to pace yourself in a 2 out of 3 fall match here, Jess, don't you?
You do it. This is pay-per-view, Tony, so we can get away with those comments, you know.
I know we can. If Okerlund can get away with what he got away with at Battle Bowl, we can get away with anything. Collar elbow tie.
This ought to be a great, great matchup here. You're going to see a lot of good wrestling, and at some point, you may see it turn into a brawl if one of them gets frustrated. 2 out of 3 falls, a throwback to the days of old. And we'll see on the hotline whether people prefer 2 out of 3 or 1 fall. How do you think that'll go?
I don't know. I think people would like to see a 2 out of 3 fall.
What do you prefer?
2 out of 3 falls.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
You don't believe in going it all for 1. See, I differ with you. I like 1 fall. Whoever gets it wins it.
Head scissors applied. Dustin Rhodes in this match against Stunning Steve. Both are so similar, it would be hard to say that, well, Dustin would like to maybe pick up the pace, or maybe Dustin would like to slow it down, because they are both similar. If Dustin picks it up, Steve can pick it up with him. If Dustin slows it down, that's fine with Stunning Steve. This is really a great matchup. Probably the most evenly matched contest we have on the entire card.
It's evenly matched inside the ring, but I give the nod to Stunning Steve because of the Colonel outside the ring.
Well, that's a good point. Colonel, who came in and broke up basically the Hollywood Blondes. Maybe the most dominant team we had seen in many years in World Championship Wrestling. Dominant World Tag Team Champions in '93.
Whoa! And did Stunning Steve run into that elbow? And a smart move. Bail out and get to the floor. Man, did he take one there. The Colonel's complaining about it, but it's going to get him nowhere. That was a legal move by Dustin Rhodes. Stunning Steve walked into that elbow, and he's dizzy right now. He's shaking the cobwebs out. Early advantage to the champion, U.S. champion Dustin Rhodes.
Steve slowing the pace down and now finally back in. Dustin, who has been a part of the U.S. title scene the entire year. Here's a man who won the tournament to become the new U.S. champion, then lost basically a controversial bout on Worldwide in May to ravishing Rick Rude. The belt was held up, and then he finally defeated Rude in a best 2 out of 3 match series to become U.S. champion in August.
And the ironic thing was what happened to Rude immediately after that. He wins a world championship.
Right. A month later.
So I would say Rude got the better end of the deal. That's the one time you can lose and get the better end of the deal.
Well, being a champion in WCW, regardless of what belt you hold, is not a bad deal at all. Stunning Steve really slowing things down here in the early part of this match.
Well, things aren't going well for him. He has to slow it down. Here comes the Colonel. They're going to talk a little bit outside the ring. I doubt if he'll give him a puff of that stogie.
Dustin ready to go, but give Dustin a lot of credit. He has stayed in the ring, Jets.
You know,
he has not got down on the floor with Stunning Steve where he could be double teamed.
Well, the match is going to be won or lost in the middle of the ring, and it's smart by Dustin Rhodes. He don't have to go out to the floor. You know what? Why don't the Colonel ever light one of them stogies? I see him walk around with them all the time, but they're never lit.
Right. Side headlock. You know, we're in the 90s, Jesse. There's a smoking ordinance most everywhere you go.
Yeah, but Rush Limbaugh says we're supposed to support those smokers now. We should give out cigarettes to kindergartners.
Side headlock holding on. Dustin cranking on that side headlock, and Stunning Steve pulling away.
You know why? They're going to be the ones paying for health care. That's what Rush says.
In the ropes. Shoulder block, Dustin. The youngster over the top. Oh, and Stunning Steve caught him flush.
He ran into the boot.
Steve picks up Dustin, who slides over the top, maybe getting a backslide here.
Can he get the leverage?
Dropped down to his knees and got it.
No, he lost it, though. He had him hooked the wrong way. He had that backslide hooked. He should have been over the top the other direction with it. When he got him down to the mat, he couldn't get the shoulders down without releasing it.
Still wisely, Dustin stays in the ring, while Stunning Steve is on the outside. A man who, if you take a look at Dustin Rhodes, Stunning Steve was the man who, before he was a dominant tag team wrestler, a very, very good world television champion. Held on to the world television title for 18 months, and that is a record. Beat the old record held by Tully Blanchard, who held it for 16 months, the world television title.
How do you know all this stuff?
It's my life here, you know. I get paid for this. Into the midsection.
Well, I know that, but... Do you ever, like, just make it up if you're not sure?
Oh, a big elbow. Well, you think I would do that? A big elbow to the chest.
I'm just asking.
And now Dustin where he doesn't want to be, and that's on the floor of Stunning Steve.
Well, Stunning Steve got it out to the floor. He slides back in the ring, breaks the count, but here comes Dustin, firing back, toe-to-toe.
Catapult Steve over the safety rail into the 4th row.
And Stunning Steve has no idea. He's calling for a timeout. I think he used the last one up before the 2-minute warning.
About 10 people in the 5th row got their 15 seconds of fame right there. Stunning Steve trying to buy some time on the outside. What's he want to do, shake Dustin's hand? Dustin, very smart here. He is the champion. If Steve wants to stay on the outside, Dustin will win the first fall. Dustin, really, really a smart wrestler.
What is the purpose for the taped fist on Dustin Rhodes tonight?
I don't know, maybe he's got some banged up knuckles.
just found out the purpose for it.
Yep. So much for that handshake. Dustin remembers the belt in the head that gouged him at Halloween Havoc. He remembers getting hit in the head at the ring post thanks to Stunning Steve, who was dripping with blood both nights. Steve has inflicted a lot of pain on Dustin Rhodes over the last couple of months. But Dustin's been able to hold on to the U.S. title.
The Colonel outside mopping his brow with that handkerchief. You know, he breaks quite a sweat, the Colonel does, pacing around out there.
Yeah, he really worries a lot. Did Dustin's head hit the camera that time? And Steve's right hand?
I'm not sure.
Wow. I mean, he really bumped him that time.
We got gutsy cameraman up there, Jackie Crockett. He'll get in there and stick that camera in anywhere.
And now, Steve with his first offensive flurry of the night. In this first fall, the best 2 out of 3 fall match. Steve rolls him over. 1, 2. Dustin kicks out in 2.
And Stunning Steve choking on that middle strand. Got Dustin Rhodes by the hair. And watch out, here comes the Colonel.
You know better, not good for nothing, old man of yours. Look at you, you yellow good for nothing. Look at him now.
I'll tell you, that Colonel can be distracting, can he, Tony, outside the ring?
He really can't.
He fires out those verbal insults. You can't pay attention to him.
A 2 count. Dustin just pushed himself out of the way. Well, right hand Dustin. These 2 young athletes.
He's taking advantage of that tape fist he's got. I didn't notice if the referee checked it out.
Many people feel as you take a look at these 2 slugging it out, Stunning Steve gets, oh, big elbow. Many people feel you're looking at the 2 men. Here's a cover, 1, 2. Dustin got up, looking at the 2 men who will dominate WCW in the next decade. Dustin swinging wildly. Steve showing his quickness now and dumping Dustin on the outside.
Now he's not going out after him, just taking a break, getting him out to the floor.
Dustin gets a shoulder in, over the top, sunset flip. 1, 2. Oh, Steve got out of it. I thought that was the first one. Dustin, a forearm shot.
Well, Tony, I can't reiterate how important the first fall is. Because whoever wins the first fall of a 2 out of 3 fall match, the complex of that match changes from that point. If you're the loser, you can't take chances from that point on. If you win that first fall, it allows you to take chances.
Whoa, got him in the back of the neck when Dustin had turned his back on his opponent and looked at Colonel Parker, but Dustin fights back. Well, we got a virtual slugfest going here. In the first fall of this 2 out of 3 fall U.S. title match, belly to back, Stunning Steve.
Both guys down. Stunning Steve going again for a lackadaisical cover. Almost got it.
It's the second time he's done that. I don't understand it.
I don't either. He'd be better off going the other way, hooking a leg and hooking the head. Half Nelson, and he might get a 3 count. But then again, that's what happens if you take shortcuts. You don't always win.
That time, I think the forehead of Dustin collided with the jaw of Stunning Steve. Both are down. Very physical matchup.
Now what happens if we get a double count out here? Then it's 1 apiece and we go 1 fall?
I think so.
That would be interesting.
Stunning Steve, first man to his feet, and still they're slugging it out. Elbow. The Rhodes trademark, and it works every time. Every time Dustin hits an elbow. Oh, wow. He knocked him right off his boots that time. Rhodes back up. Steve holding the ropes. 1, 2. Did he get it or not?
No, 2.
2 count. Snapmares, Dustin over.
Gutsy move to go up the rope that quick. Yep.
Dustin rolling out of the way, trying to get back to his feet. The determination of the natural from Austin, Texas, rising again.
And Dustin looks like he's bleeding from the nose. He caught one in there.
Sure did, a bloody nose.
Maybe a broke nose.
Dustin, little flip-flop-fly action there.
Big clothesline. He's got Stunning Steve set up. He needs to follow it.
He's gonna, a power slam.
Hooks the leg. No.
A tough first fall for both men.
Colonel's up on the apron.
Dustin ought to turn his back on the Colonel and work on the man. He's right.
Well, that's one way to work on it, Tony. Whoa, they're calling that a disqualification.
That's right.
Over the top.
Let's get the official word from Gary Capetta. We got a 30-second rest period coming here.
Wait a minute, aren't they supposed to rest?
The Colonel is down, and I think he may be out. We need a rest period here, and Gary Capetta has still not made the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dustin Rhodes disqualified for an over-the-top rope. The winner of the first fall is Stunning Steve Austin. We are in the middle of our 30-second rest period.
Wow, and Stunning Steve is in trouble here.
Stunning Steve busted open outside the ring. Obviously hit head-to-head with the Colonel, and it split him open. The Colonel's been held back to the dressing room.
There's the bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the second fall coming up.
And Dustin finds himself down. Watch out, they're on the runway. Double axe handle. And the natural Dustin Rhodes. Picking him up.
And we've lost some lights here, Tony.
Well,
we can still see the action, though.
1, 2, got a 2 count.
It's turned into a dark match, Tony.
It really has. Into the midsection. In the corner, clothesline. A bloodied Stunning Steve, oh my.
And the lights come back up. We could have understood it if it would have been Georgia, right?
To the top of the head. Steve, 1, 2.
He got it.
He beat him.
He beat him 2 straight. He wins the title, right?
That's it, 2 straight falls.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the second fall and new United States Heavyweight Champion, Stunning Steve Austin.
All right, Jesse, let's take a look at both falls.
Let's go back and look at it. This is a stunning victory, if I can use the pun, for Stunning Steve Austin. There you see Dustin Rhodes firing Austin Wham into the Colonel. Austin goes out over the top. That is a disqualification ruling, which Dustin Rhodes loses the first fall. At that point of the matchup, it was all Dustin Rhodes until right here, Stunning Steve grabs the tights, throws Rhodes down, hooks the tights, referee doesn't see it. 1, 2, 3, and Stunning Steve wins the U.S. Heavyweight Championship. Amazing, Tony Schiavone.
So, 2 title matches are in the book, 3 more titles to go. We have a new U.S. champion. We had a 15-minute draw, and Lord Steven Regal is still the World Television Champion, and they are jammed in the Independence Arena here on Independence Boulevard in Charlotte, North Carolina, awaiting Nature Boy Ric Flair. But before we get there, Jesse, we talked about Davey Boy Smith not being here, but the man called the Boss is here, ready for one ravishing Rick Rude. And he has one up on Rick Rude, so really he has the momentum coming into this world title match.
He has the momentum, but you know, I got to play devil's advocate here. Ravishing Rick Rude has now had a chance to prepare for the Boss. Ravishing Rick Rude is a world champion, and he prepares for matches very well. So I got a feeling the Boss is going to find a new Ravishing Rick Rude when he steps in here in Charlotte.
Well, I would agree. Ravishing Rick Rude, the champion, is recognized by WCW International. And let's not forget, as we embark on this big night of Starrcade, an event that began in 1983, 90 miles up the road in Greensboro, North Carolina. And as I said at the top of the program, we celebrate the career of Ric Flair. The man who defeated Ric Flair, Flair's last title reign, was one Ravishing Rick Rude. So the man has all the credentials, and you're right, he's a big-time player. A lot of players rise to the occasion in big games. Rude is one of those guys.
And you know, we haven't made mention of the World Tag Title match tonight. You know, the Nasty Boys are facing off against the Stinger and Road Warrior Hawk.
And that's still to come. But right now, we are set to go with our next matchup here on Starrcade. Tremendous crowd on hand at the Independence Arena. This was the old Charlotte Coliseum before they built a new Coliseum for the Charlotte Hornets on Billy Graham Parkway near the Charlotte Airport. And the fans erupt as the Boss makes his way to the ring. This is one big guy, Jess.
With one big stick. What is it? Walk soft and carry a big stick. He walks loud and carries a big stick.
That's right.
Ravishing.
So the Boss in the ring.
And here's the one the Hooter girls have been waiting for.
You think so?
I bet you they'll have a battle royal outside the ring to see who gets to hold his robe.
And the boos come from all the way to the top row. Ravishing Rick Rude, a man who has the gold belt. He has been a World Tag Team Champion, a U.S. Champion, and now the World Champion, as recognized by WCW International. But a man who lost back on the 18th of this month to the Boss. A man who wants the microphone.
Cut the music. Shut your mouth, open your eyes, and give some respect to the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Hit the music.
Ravishing Rick Rude. Disrobes for us. Our third of 5 title matches, we go to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Starrcade 93 continues with the first of 3 super matches. This contest is one fall, 30-minute time limit, and it is recognized by the WCW International for the World Heavyweight title. Introducing first, Wearing his black uniform and weighing in at 292 pounds, he comes to us from the Cobb County Correction Center, introducing the challenger, the man known as the Boss. And his opponent, wearing the artwork in multiple colors and weighing in at 255 and 1/2 pounds, from Robbinsdale, Minnesota. He has been unbeaten since winning the title at the Fall Brawl this past September. He's a former World Tag Team Champion and former U.S. Heavyweight Champion. He's the master of the Rude Awakening. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the current world title holder, he is simply Ravishing Rick
Rude and the Boss are set to go, and Jesse, we've seen all kinds of matches. We saw a high-impact opening tag bout, two big guys, butt heads, and the Shockmaster and Awesome Kong, a great scientific match, and Steamboat and Regal, a very physical tag match, and then we saw just a bloody U.S. title match. And now what do you expect here with the Boss and Ravishing Rick Rude?
Well, I expect the Boss to turn it into a brawl, and I expect Ravishing Rick Rude to be in the battle for his life as well as for his title. But one thing you got to give Ravishing Rick Rude credit for, he's in phenomenal shape.
I don't think so. You damn well think I am.
Look at this. Looks like one of those boot camps that they send the juveniles to. Little psych out job going on here. Who's going to get the psychological advantage?
Well, Rick Rude loves the psych out. He loves to do it, and he is finding it a very tough road to psych out the man from the Cobb County Correctional Facility.
Well, it's pretty hard to psych out a guy who deals with criminals on a daily basis. But then again, some people may say Ravishing Rick Rude's a criminal, right?
Yeah, well, say he stole the belt from Flair at Fall Brawl, and we were both there. Rude covers up in the corner.
And the referee pushes the Boss back.
You know, Boss very anxious to get things going. Maybe a little bit too anxious, and Rude.
He spit on him. Now, what's your call on that one, Tony?
-1 point for spitting, I guess. I don't know. Rude and the Boss. In the corner. And again, the Boss gets ready to hand him a big meat hook.
And again, the champion cowering in the corner, covering up.
Rude is playing a very smart game right here.
Maybe this is Rude's version of, remember when Muhammad Ali did rope-a-dope?
In Zaire. With George Foreman.
He roped that big dope George right in there.
Sure did. A very cautious Rick Rude and the Boss. Wanting Rude in the center of the ring, and the Boss has not been able to. Now let's take a look at how this match is starting in comparison to the match that we saw on WCW Saturday night. Rude got on the microphone, felt there was no one to face him. The Boss came in immediately, started the match quickly. Completely different now in this match.
Well, Rude's holding the pace back here. Rude is very tentative for a world champion.
Whoa!
Oh, he got a right hand in, and it landed. Big forearm.
Rude, right hand right on the button that time.
He's going to work on the Boss now. I think Rude may have played a little possum right there. Got the boss off guard, now he's doing the dirty stuff.
Jesse, you know Ravishing Rick Rude very, very well, being from Minnesota, he being from Robbinsdale. And this guy, Ravishing Rick Rude, before he was a professional wrestler, one of the toughest guys around Minnesota, wasn't he?
Absolutely. He got his reputation working in the clubs. He also developed a big reputation as a world-class arm wrestler. You know, a lot of arm wrestling up in Minnesota goes on in the bars, and Rude, to the best I know, has never been beaten in bar arm wrestling, and he even got into the legitimate arm wrestling competition, and I'm not sure if he was ever beaten there either.
He is certainly one of the toughest in this sport. Oh, my!
Whoa! And there's a 12-foot backdrop. And is Rude feeling that one?
That was as big a backdrop as you'll ever find. The big foot right to the kisser. And the Boss with his first offensive flurry of the night.
And you'd have to admit, regardless of how big, strong, and tough the Boss is, it would be an upset if he takes Rude.
No question about it. Anytime you beat the champ in the sport, Jess, I think it's an upset. Because you have so many things that can work against you. The champ can hold on to his title by simply dumping you over the top rope. A disqualification. That's the way the rules work. And very, very soon, as Rude hits home here, very, very soon, we are going to get a commissioner.
Oh! Big right hand. Another one.
You're right in the action, Rude.
Who's the commissioner?
It hasn't been decided yet. You know, there's been some interviews going on, but in the month of January, I understand a commissioner will be named in WCW. And hopefully we will.
Now, how much power is this guy going to have?
He's going to have power as far as matches are concerned.
He'll be like Ferdinand Marcos, martial law?
Well, maybe so. One count. Rude hits the floor. And the Boss going after him. I don't think Rude wants to be on the floor with a man who can dish out the punishment like this 290-pound Boss.
Slams him out on the floor. Now that ain't the center of the ring right there. Not that the ring isn't hard, but it's a lot harder out there. If I had my choice, I'd rather get slammed in the middle of the ring. Look at this.
Whoa.
He suplexed him upside down. He's hooked the leg. Look at what he's trying to do now. Now this is a shining example of what you do to a prisoner that don't want to talk.
It is?
Yep.
Whoa. I guess being the mayor of a city, you should know. The cameraman got in the way of the Boss as well that time, and the Boss hit anything that moves.
Look at this, and Rude's trying to sit up, and when he sits up, he runs right in the right hand of the Boss. He's in one hell of a predicament right there, Tony, because as up he comes, look what he gets.
Down he goes.
Oh, that time the heel of the hand right on the bridge of the nose. He's better, there you go. He's got to roll off to the floor.
Yeah, that was his only way. And now the Boss after Rude again. The Boss looking good now. His shot of becoming a world champion.
Big bear hug on the world champion. This is a hold here to zap the endurance. He knows Rude's in terrific shape, and he knows he's got to do something to take that away from him.
And the Boss, who has tremendous power, really pulling up and in on the back. And a bite to the bridge of the nose. Got Rude out of that one.
He bit him.
He bit him. But the Boss fires back. Right hands.
That may have been a mistake by Rude. He might have just infuriated the guy. Oh, he rocked into a knee on that one. Rude going up to the top.
Rick Rude with a big high-risk maneuver.
Oh. Did he catch a right hand?
That's why you call it a high-risk maneuver. Face first to the mat, and the boss. He's ready to become a world champion. Oh,
not this time.
He hit his knee, the back of the knee.
Ha, he hit more than that.
Rude rolls him up. 1, 2, and
he got him. Ravishing Rick Rude, the opportunist wins it.
Champion. He's simply ravishing. Rick Rude.
Wow. Rude out of nowhere came away with that win, and he is still the champion here at Starrcade. Jesse the Body.
Well, let's go back to replay. Here's Rude coming up the top. Look at this. Wham! Jumps right off. Gets hit with a big right hand. I thought it was over for him right there. But there you see the boss man going for the big drop on the rope. Grinds himself. Rude at this point sees the opening. Over the top with a nice sunset flip. Hooks the shoulders, gets him down. 1, 2, 3, and Rude successfully defends his title.
Starrcade was the event that pioneered all big-time pay-per-view wrestling events and did it back in 1983. But in 1994, our very first pay-per-view event will be Super Brawl. Jesse, we look forward to being at Super Brawl. Fans, we invite you to join us for WCW's Super Brawl. And it comes your way on pay-per-view. Yes, Super Brawl 4 it is on the month of February, Sunday, February 20th. Make sure you join all the superstars, yours truly, along with a very dapper. That looks good on you. You're a good-looking man. First time I realized it. All right, we are set to go
Just don't say that too often.
We are set to go with our next match. Let's wait for the entrances of this World Tag Team title bout, Jesse Ventura. And I tell you, we've had 3 title matches so far here at Starrcade. Of the 3 title matches, only 1 title has changed hands. That's not a good precedent when you're one Nature Boy Ric Flair.
And what an explosion as the Stinger comes out.
You know, Jesse, as you take a look at the Stingers everywhere here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I take a look at Sting and Road Warrior Hawk coming in together, I really can't see how these 2 men can be beat. They are just 2 of the greatest athletes the sport has ever seen, and they are together for the very first time.
I have to agree with you on that, Tony. I think possibly the only way they can be beaten is if they beat themselves. And, you know, bear in mind, their opponents are the champions, so they're not going to go down easy. Plus, they know how to wrestle tag team matches, with Sting and Road Warrior Hawk have not teamed up a lot together, so that could be a disadvantage. And, is Missy decked out? Why don't you grab that whip from her, Tony?
I really don't know what to say. Well, she's nasty.
Have a nasty New Year, Tony, baby!
Well, thanks a lot. Let's go to Michael Buffer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Starrcade 93 continues. This match, 1 fall, 30 minutes time limit for the Heavyweight Tag Team Championship of the World. The referee for this contest will be Nick Patrick. Introducing first, the challengers. First partner weighing in at 262 pounds. He's from Chicago, Illinois, and one of the great former tag team champions. We have the Road Warrior Hawk. And his partner from Venice Beach, California. He's a former WCW heavyweight champion and one of the most popular stars in the sport today. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve! And their opponents across the ring, escorted by the nastiest First Lady of Wrestling, Miss Missy Hyatt, at a combined weight of 523 3/4 pounds from somewhere in or around New York City. They are the meanest, the scariest, and oh so dangerous. Presenting the tag team champions of the world, Brian Knobbs and Jerry Sags, the Nasty Boys.
So the Nasty Boys go against Sting and Road Warrior Hawk. And of all the tag team partners Sting has had over the past couple of years, he has got one half of the Road Warriors, one half of the Legion of Doom, one half of maybe of the 70s and the 80s, one of the greatest tag teams maybe of all time.
I would have to say the greatest tag team of all time in the 80s, the Road Warriors. And the Stinger fits right in with him because they both paint their faces. And look at Missy. Missy's in the ring. Get ready to get nasty, sauce, baby! Missy's in the ring flaunting those belts around.
Is that what she's doing?
Pretty good dress she's got on, huh, Tone?
Well, it's certainly unique.
She didn't get that from Lois, did she?
No.
You sure?
Positive.
Real positive?
I've never...
As positive as we can be, right?
As we can be. You're really setting me up. Road Warrior Hawk and Sting against the Nasty Boys. The bell is sounded.
Now it's a question, who's going to start on which side? There's Knobbs and Sags. Right there!
Oh, for crying out loud.
They're playing to the audience.
Is that what they're doing?
I mean, what do they expect? That people are going to cheer? Referee giving some final instructions. He's ordering one man from each team outside to the apron.
Well, the bell has sounded and we're underway here, but no contact as of yet. Looks like it's going to be Hawk.
Well, it's a psych out thing here. They're not letting on who's starting on either side right now. Both teams seem to be waiting for the other team to make the first move.
Yeah, you think it's a psych out move, or you think that really the Nasty Boys are very concerned? I think they're concerned.
Well, there, Hawk has stepped out, and Sags has stepped out. So we got Knobbs and the Stinger.
Shut your face! You bunch of idiots!
One fall, 30-minute time of it.
Now,
Sting, both men are in there. Oh, for crying out loud now.
Back up! Back up!
What we have here is
it's a failure to communicate.
Well, is a blatant attempt by the Nasty Boys to try to maybe throw off any momentum that Road Warrior Hawk and Sting would have from the fans. They get a tremendous ovation. They have everything going their way. You can tell the fans are behind them. But the Nasty Boys slow things way down until they're ready. Whoa!
Swing and a miss. And he rammed that hand into the top of the buckle. See, you can't telegraph a punch like that, Tony. He reared back from right field with that one. Stinger saw it coming and used the quickness to just duck out of the way.
Big arm drag. Knobbs slow to get up after the arm drag. And the Nasty Boys in their corner with a little strategy session. Sting went for the neutral position, but Knobbs got it.
Well, you're not going to see a lot of classic wrestling holds out of the Nasty Boys. I mean, they grew up in New York City, and they're used to street fighting, and they take that street fighting right into the ring.
Michael Butler said somewhere in and around New York City, and that could, for crying out loud, that could be anywhere. Sting!
I could put him in the Meadowlands.
Sure could. Elbow. Sags goes in and down.
Whoa, and Knobbs walks into Hawk, and then walks into the Stinger, and the Nasties bail out to the floor.
Oh my! Hawk had Sting. Sting sends both Nasty Boys down.
And some pretty good teamwork right now out of Hawk of the Road Warriors and the Stinger.
This is cheating! It's cheating! This is cheating! That's not fair! Cheating!
Missy's a fine one to yell about cheating, right?
Yeah, boy, you're not kidding. All right, here comes a tag now, and here comes. Now Sags. The last man you want to intimidate is Road Warrior Hawk.
And the last man you want to say come on to, because you can bet he's coming. You're not going to challenge him to get in the ring and see Hawk wither in the corner and stand on the apron. What a haircut, Tony. You should get one cut like that. He looks like a Los Angeles Ram without the helmet.
It sure does. In the corner.
Don't
Nick
threaten him, tap him.
No, well, Sags wasting no time. Uh-oh. Big chops.
Whoa, and he walked into a foot.
Sure did. Sags got the foot up nicely, sending Hawk to the corner. And now the double team from both Nasty Boys.
And I don't care how tough you are, you get both Nasty Boys on you, even the Hawk's going down then.
Both Nasty Boys go down. And out. The Nasty Boys remain on the outside as they try to slow down the momentum of Road Warrior Hawk. World Tag Title on the line.
Hawk with a series of right hands in on Sags.
Up
Look at
against,
that.
oh boy.
Hammered him face down, he falls on the mat. Big shoulder block. And Sags out to the floor. Which I can't blame him.
Hawk chasing Sags. Sags gets a head of steam over the top now. Oh, Hawk caught him, but no, he caught Hawk's foot.
He caught Hawk's foot, all right.
Right in the side of the head, he did. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and only 2. Was a tag made? No, sir, it was not.
No, there's
Meanwhile,
a legal one.
There you go, Sting.
Double elbow.
So the vertical suplex by Sting now.
And right now, the champions, the Nasty Boys, not looking too good.
Not
Ooh,
at
a thumb
all.
to the eye, he thumbed him.
That's a way to get out of it. Sting!
Nice looking hip toss back to the arm, tags Road Warrior Hawk.
Great teamwork here, Jess, from Sting and Hawk.
Surprisingly, they're wrestling very well together. You think he'll get water? Pumping that arm?
I don't think so. Get a lot of screams, though.
Stay with me, Tony.
I'm hanging here, Jess. There's a tag. Sting made the tag on the outside. Now they are working on the arm of Brian Knobbs. I think the longer the match goes, the more it favors Sting and Hawk. I think conditioning-wise, they are in better condition.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. They're in better condition. But then again, you can't always judge a street fighter by what his body looks like. You know, the Nasty Boys don't make their living in the gym.
Teamwork again as Hawk comes back in. In the corner. Again. Oh my. Oh, Hawk, he hit the ring post with his shoulder and then went head first crashing to the mats on the outside.
And I don't care how tough you are when that happens, it's going to take out your own. And there goes Sags off the apron, driving Road Warrior Hawk back down to the mat. He's grabbed the chair. And the Stinger a little too late. And look at the referee's accusing Missy of doing it.
No, he's moving Missy away.
Missy might hit him with the whip.
Hawk helped up, I guess, by Sags. Uh-oh. Oh, boy, she popped it.
Wow.
And from behind. The little Missy Hyatt misdirection play right there.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. That's quite a right hand by Missy.
Yeah, she belted him one good one.
I think that would have knocked you out, Tony.
It probably would have. All right, now the Nasty Boys, after Hawk took the spill on the outside, in command of this match.
Oh.
You know, Hawk was looking so strong at the beginning of the match. It took something like this for them to get the advantage on it.
Leg drop cover. This could be it.
No, he kicks out in one. Still a lot of fight left in this big guy from Chicago. This mammoth, strong man who knows tag team wrestling probably better than anyone.
Give up! Give up!
Well, I'll tell you what, Knobs may be pipe dreaming on that one. Give up. I don't think Road Warrior Hawk knows the words "I give up." I think they'd be better off to try to knock him out.
Snapmares him over and pulls on the arm again. A lot of Hawk's better maneuvers, favorite maneuvers, have to do with the upper part of the body. You saw earlier how he picked Sting up and threw Sting over the top. However, taking an arm away is going to take away a lot of his arsenal here, Jess.
Hawk rolls him over.
Not only that, of course, the slower pace of the match favors the brawlers, the Nasty Boys.
Well, right now, Hawk needs to make a tag.
And he's close, but
Stinger's
not close
waiting in the corner, but they're taking him back to the other side. Hey, the Nasty Boys ain't the champions for nothing.
That's right.
They know how to wrestle, and they know how to tag team wrestle. They're the best.
They know how to win, and that's important.
Not a very good body slam right there.
Only thing Hawk needed to do that time was get the left shoulder up. He did.
Look at, he's taking it out of Max Payne's book here.
Sure is.
Looks like the painkiller.
Brian Knobbs pulling on the arm of Hawk.
Only difference is Max is a little bigger and stronger and get a submission out of it, but maybe Knobbs will too. Missy over there bragging about that right hand she threw. It was impressive, Tony.
It was.
Could hear that one echo throughout all of Charlotte.
No LOD! Nasty!
The referee is checking with Hawk, but I don't think you're going to get a submission, even though that's going to be a very painful hold. Hawk is in great condition, and I've never, ever seen him give up. Neither member of the Legion of Doom, nor his partner, Sting.
Missy's trying to talk him into giving up, though. She's doing everything she can out there. Look at her holding on that conversation.
Nasty is the best. Nasty is the best. LOD is history. LOD is history.
Now what's more painful? This arm bar or Missy's mouth here, if you're Road Warrior Hawk? That's the question.
Depends on the Listerine.
It's got to be the arm, but that time he missed the clothesline. Knobbs scooted underneath of it.
But he did enough to disorient Knobbs for a moment. There's a tag. Did the ref see it?
He did not see it. Sting.
Oh, is this going to be unpopular?
It's not going to happen. Hawk is back in. Double team now. Ducking a clothesline. Foot. The other arm that time for a big clothesline.
Get out of the ring,
Hawk literally wiping out both Nasty Boys.
And there's the tag.
Sting.
Sting with a double team on the Nasties. Clothesline.
15 minutes gone by.
Picks up.
15 minutes remaining.
Sags,
Time
big
limit.
body slam. Drop kicks Knobbs. Take it, Tony. I'm running out of air.
No, it's halfway through, and Sting taking care of everybody here.
Get out of here, Sam.
There you see the two legal men. Sting with a big clothesline. Whoa, the double team. Did he catch him or his own man?
No, he glanced off him.
All right.
Stinger saw it coming and got out of the way.
Sends him on the outside. Whoa, big clothesline.
Look at this. The heck is this?
What are they doing, leaving?
You gotta be kidding me.
Here comes the cavalry.
They're not gonna let him run away. They tried to walk off and take a count out, Tony. Which, as we all know, you can't lose the titles on a count out.
That's right.
But Stinger and the Road Warrior wouldn't let him do it.
The knees got up. And that time, Brian Knobbs, I noticed, positioned himself to where he was ready for Sting. He kind of pivoted in the ring that time, Jesse, enabling the knees to be on target when Sting came down. And now a slam.
Well, I hate to play devil's advocate here, but maybe Sting and Hawk should have let him go. They'd have won.
They want to become the champs.
That's true, but now they may not win nothing.
Sting tried to roll out of the way, but that time, Brian Knobbs still caught him. Leg drop.
Caught him again. There's the cover.
Hawk made a save, but Sting still had the shoulder up. Well, this is a physical World Tag Team title matchup. Sting go over the top. Well, the match still continues now.
I won't ask why he didn't call it.
Up against the steel rail. Sting taking quite a beating, but we have seen him take a beating before. Oh, Missy.
Oh, and Missy whipping him out there.
Sting popped up, and he got clotheslined back down.
I know a few guys that would say, do it again, Missy.
Yeah, probably a lot of them, but one of them is not Sting. Here's a guy who is always focused, always ready, and his partner finally coming around to try to help him out. He's being basically triple teamed here. And now Sting back in, but not in too good of a shape here.
Big suplex, textbook, cover.
Sting barely got out of it. He tried to kick out on one, could not, but did on two. Boy, Sting fighting for his life. And, you know, we've seen Sting in this predicament before, where he's been fighting for his life. But he always seems to draw some sort of, I don't know, heart, desire.
Well, he's going to have to reach for all of it now. An abdominal stretch by Sags right in the middle of the ring.
And look at Hawk. Encouraging the fans here. Fans of Sting and the Charlotte Hornets as well. The double team by the Nasty Boys. There was not a tag. The referee, though, is warning Hawk of staying on the outside.
And Knobbs comes in and puts the abdominal stretch on. Great double teaming here by the Nasty Boys, the world champions.
Minutes gone by. There are 10 minutes
Watch out, Tony.
remaining.
She'll
to
start
time
whipping you,
limit.
and you might like it.
That's what I'm afraid of. Hawk. We have 10 minutes to go in this match.
It's finished.
Boy, these four men have been going at it here. And right now, the pressure on Sting is on the back of the neck and pulling up on the shoulder. And a blow to the ribs. In the corner.
Oh, and Sting about the Buddha. Sunset flip.
Got up two. Tag for the Nasty Boys. Sags coming in. Elbow on the ribs.
And look at how smart Knobbs was. He held on to that leg, allowed Sags to come in, drop the elbow, and again almost a 3 count.
A little bit less than 2 years ago, in April of '92, Sting's ribs were broken at the hands of who else but Vader. Vader that year went on to become World Heavyweight Champion for the first time. This is second title reign against Flair later on, but the ribs still have to be maybe a part that you would focus on facing a guy like Sting, Jess. And that's what they're doing. High impact blows right on the rib cage.
And they're stretching him out. Oh, and tied him up, picked him up, and slammed him. Not much paint left on the face at this point of the matchup.
And the Nasty Boys continue the great teamwork back and forth, legal or illegal. They're keeping a fresh man in.
Nasty, baby! Nasty! You two! Right there!
Reverse chin lock, sitting down on the back. Sting, look at this effort.
He's trying to get himself turned around. He's trying to inch his way to the corner. Hawk is trying to get the fans involved.
Sting's almost there. Knobbs that time swinging at Hawk. Where's Sags?
Down on the floor with Missy.
I'm not going to continue that dialogue. Slow to get to his feet now. Whoa! Great maneuver by Brian Knobbs with a vertical suplex. 1, 2. Sting again kicks away. Oh, the determination. The drive that has made this athlete one of the most popular in the history of this sport.
Knobbs sitting back with that chin lock, making Sting suffer in the corner.
Stomp right to the head.
And Road Warrior Hawk could take no more of it.
Sting rolling. His first instinct is to make a tag, and he's closer now. But Sags with a double axe handle on the back makes a cover. No, Sari kicked away. Now Brian Knobbs back in, and once again, Jess, it's great teamwork on part of the champions.
And back to that abdominal stretch again.
Again, the rib cage area of Sting being the focal point of this offense from the World Tag Team Champions. You are watching Starrcade live from Charlotte, North Carolina. In a jam-packed Independence Arena. Home of the Charlotte Checkers hockey team. And this is the former Charlotte Coliseum.
The who?
Charlotte Checkers. Legendary Charlotte Checkers. Packed to the rafters. As one great announcer has always said.
Now is that checkers like in hockey check or like checkers the game?
Hockey check.
Oh.
Sting. Pulling all his resources to try to get out
And
of
he
this.
reversed it.
Gentlemen, 5 minutes remain the time limit. 5 minutes.
Gonna tag on the end of the Nasty Boys.
And
Jerry.
Gary Kopetsky announcing 5 minutes to go in the match. Till the time limit.
Jerry Sags is hurting. He's in there, but he is hurting. This has been a physical matchup. You gotta wonder how much more Sting has left in him.
Sags is hurting, but Stinger's hurting a lot more.
Knobbs. Picking up Sting. Driving Sting down.
Not a whole lot of energy in either team right now.
No, it's been a wear-down type match. And one match we both thought would favor Sting and Hawk, but that's not the case. The Nasty Boys are in command here.
You're right, Tony. As the match wore on, the Nasty Boys were the ones that became stronger.
4 minutes remain. 4 minutes of time limit.
Didn't hit it like he wanted to. He's going to the other corner now. He's got a long way to go. Elbow drop.
Well, you hit that one like you wanted to. And Stinger raises up the boot and catches it flush in the face.
Can he make it? Can this phenomenal athlete pull it out one more time to make it? There's nobody there to make a tag with. He was decked by Sags. Was Hawk. Here's the double team splash. That's the prelude to their ending maneuver. They're going for it right now, Jesse.
The big power body slam.
3 minutes remain the time limit. 3 minutes.
Hawk had seen enough. They were going up top.
Stinger rolling to the corner.
Get it!
There's the tag.
Now Hawk. He's hitting anything that moves.
Which right now is Brian Knobbs. Body slam. Covers him. Sags makes the save.
And Sting is in.
Hawk and Knobbs are the legal men.
Stinger splash.
Sting's not legal, is he?
2 minutes the time limit. 2 minutes.
Of Missy Hyatt, and then the roll up. This match is still going on.
And the legal men is Hawk and Knobbs, right?
I thought. called. Oh my! We've got one hell of a tag match going on.
And look at Missy.
That's it.
What's the call?
Missy Hyatt came in.
Wait a minute, you're telling me they're going to disqualify over Missy Hyatt? Come on. We got to get an official announcement here.
Nasty, baby!
Ladies and gentlemen, the bout is over for a disqualification on the Nasty Boys. They do remain title holders. They keep the belt.
Well, there you got it, Tony.
All right, standing by with us tonight as we prepare for this all-important matchup is Mean Gene Okerlund. Take it away, Gene.
All right, thank you very much, Tony Schiavone. You know, I've got to congratulate you, Jesse the Body Ventura. That attire, I never thought for the life of me we'd see you in a Brooks Brothers or a Norman Hilton suit, Jesse. Very flattering indeed. Excuse me. Anyway, a little reminder, on the 900 line, you can vote. Yes, you can vote. Cast your vote whether you want to see title bouts. And that can be done on option number 5. Also, tonight after Starrcade, talk live to Cactus Jack and Max Payne at 1-900-909-9900. Make that telephone call right now. We've got a capacity crowd on hand, and with that, Tony and Jesse, I want to tell you what a thrill it has been for me to be part of my very first Starrcade. However, this is the 11th edition, the 10th anniversary. Right now, let's get back down to the two of you.
All right, Mean Gene, thank you very much. And all the anticipation, all the build-up, and all the drama is ready to go because this place, I'm going to be quiet here because this place is literally going to explode as the man of the hour makes his way
Tony,
to the arena.
What does it say inside my suit?
Givenchy. I don't know.
That ain't Brooks Brothers, is it?
Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah. And here comes the man. This is the one Charlotte's been waiting for, Tony. This is why they came.
It is the one the world's been waiting for. Injured many, including Sting, Cactus Jack, Nikita, Sid Vicious. What did he say, Jess?
Well, Vader said to me, Jesse, get comfortable because I'm going to hurt him slowly.
They're standing.
the moment the world has been waiting for. One fall. 45 minutes time limit for the Professional Wrestling Heavyweight Championship of the World. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action will be referee Randy Anderson. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring with his manager, the legendary Harley Race, wearing red and black and weighing in at 449.5 pounds. From Boulder, Colorado, in the heart of the Rocky Mountains, this All-America football star of Colorado, and with the LA Rams has won international championships on every continent. He's a former three-time WCW heavyweight title holder and is considered by many to be the greatest big man when he steps in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the reigning professional wrestling heavyweight champion of the world, Vader. And his opponent, weighing in at 236.5 pounds, wearing purple, one of the all-time superstars and legends of professional wrestling. He comes into the ring tonight as the challenger. With his career on the line, he has made a vow of victory. Ladies and gentlemen, from Charlotte, North Carolina, presenting the former 10-time heavyweight champion of the world, who won the only, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? From Charlotte, North Carolina, let's get ready to rumble!
Well, Tony, they're on their feet. They're standing here in Charlotte for the Nature Boy, what might be his last hurrah, Tony Schiavone, because that's what he faces right there. Vader, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
It's a career that began 20 years ago. A year later, in 1974, a plane crash thought the career was over, but it blossomed. And now the dead-end point is that man at 450 pounds.
I'll tell you what, Tony, the plane crash may be easy compared to this.
You may be right. Flair, what type of strategy will he employ?
Well, obviously, you can't lock up strength with Vader, the champion.
In unison, they chant Flair. The career is on the line as they lock up.
And there, look at the power of Vader. You know, Nature Boy's in great shape. He weighs about 240 pounds. But he ain't gonna match up strength with the world champion. He's gotta hit, he's gotta move, he's gotta try to make, in my opinion, this match last as long as he can.
Well, in other words, Jess, he's gonna have to wear him down, outsmart Vader, wrestle a smart match.
Definitely.
Stay away from him as much as he can. Right now, it's the feeling out period. You heard Harley Race. In the very first Starrcade, Harley Race was the opponent for Ric Flair, and Flair became a world champion for the second time.
Come on, boy. And Flair going out to the floor, and he's got Vader chasing him.
And that's what Flair wants. Run him out, run him around. And Vader realized what was going on. He stopped. Smart on both parts. Flair staying away, trying to run Vader down.
Well, obviously, if it turns into a track meet, then the advantage is to the Nature Boy.
Exactly.
Vader's no dummy, though.
Such emotion the whole night for Ric Flair. From his home to the ride up Independence Boulevard to the ring, we followed it all.
And there's what Flair had to watch out for right there. Vader slowing him down and Vader getting a hold on him.
Oh.
Look at Vader trying to psych out Nature Boy and insult him. Slapping him in the face. Big clothesline.
Vader hovering over Flair. You hear Harley Race say you wanted him.
You ain't man enough! You ain't man enough!
Well, Vader said right in the ring he's going to torture him. He's going to do it slow. I think he really wants to destroy the myth.
Flair?
Don't you agree, Tony?
Yep.
He wants to destroy the myth of Ric Flair. Look at that. Flair chopped him twice, and Vader just threw him across the ring.
Those chops.
Unbelievable.
I know, those chops by Flair, one of his strong suits, but you got to have the man worn down a little bit more than that.
Harley Race is loving it.
The first Starrcade, it was Race and Flair of '83. Flair came out the champ. Starrcade of '84, Flair and Dusty Rhodes. Flair came out the champ. Starrcade of '85, Flair and Dusty Rhodes. Flair came out the champ.
But really, Tony, none of that means anything. It's 93 and it's Vader.
He's stomping away. Starrcade of '86, Flair and Nikita. And Flair came out the champ. '87, Flair and Ronnie Garvin. Flair came out. And '88, Flair and Luger, and Flair came out the champ. He's been in all of them, with the exception of maybe a couple. In all of them, he's been the champ that he's competed in.
Look at this. The champion pressing Nature Boy up like a rag doll. Plants him in the center of the ring. And Flair again, I think more instinct than anything, rolls out to the floor. And Vader's going out after him this time. And Flair can't run away.
Pick up. Flair hit the steel rail on the outside.
Who's the man? That poking it!
Vader turning to the Charlotte crowd, yelling, "Who's the man?"
Here he goes!
He posted him! And Race got Flair outside the ring! Just when Flair had everything going his way, Tony, Harley Race nails him outside.
And now the Nature Boy at a definite disadvantage.
And Flair again rolling out to the apron. And Vader trying to kick him to the floor.
Race calling the suplex on the outside, and Vader returns with it. And I mean, that was a strong man suplex right there. He just threw him to the center of the ring.
Well, he gets him straight up in a traditional suplex move and then throws him, as you said, Tony.
You're in the corner, and Vader's laying him in. Flair's at his mercy right now. In the corner. Everything, the whole career, is on the line for Flair. Upside down. Tried to catch himself, did Flair, but he couldn't.
And he flops onto that runway, staggers out to the floor. And Harley Race smart enough at this point not to interfere in front of the referee.
the bridge of the nose. One thing about Vader, you know, we talked about the injuries to the back, to the ribs of Sting, Joe Thurman, the head of Cactus Jack. Oh! With his power and his ability, there's so many different ways he can hurt you. With the clotheslines, the power bombs, the punches, the headbutts.
You ain't nothing.
Flair needed to stay away from him, and right now he can't.
Well, you knew inevitably at some point in the matchup, Flair wouldn't be able to run all night. And that's what's happening here. Vader just measured it. Look at those right hands.
Randy Anderson tells him to back off when the damage has been done. Flair just holding himself up in the corner. Oh, he fires back. Every chop, the fans in unison shouting woo.
Look at that though, but no effect on the world champ.
None at all.
Vader shrugs it off and comes back with a right hand of his own.
Well, he got here today at 2 o'clock, and there's no question he's ready, Jesse. In the greatest shape of his life. 1, 2, but Flair comes away. 400 pounds, 450 pounds, laying on Flair, and he still got out of it.
Nature Boy was lucky he had room to swivel quick and get that left shoulder up before the 3 count.
Now Vader on the middle rope. Look at this. That was right in the jaw.
Another
right.
big forearm clothesline.
I might have broken a couple of teeth. Vader taunting the crowd here, and I mean it's sold out.
Well, you know what Vader wants to do. He wants to humiliate him in front of his hometown.
Absolutely.
Send him into retirement, a broken man.
He talked
psychologically.
He talked about his trophy case.
And Flair out of the way in a desperation move. Now it's the Nature Boy going up top.
Vader hit hard. He staggers back towards Flair. Who's there? Who chops it? Ric Flair again. Harley Race telling Vader, turn around. Barely caught him. Too far away from him that time.
He staggered him enough to go up a 3rd time.
Incredible Flair, 3 times up, 3 times he connects.
And he finally drops the champion flat on his back.
They had been standing in line around the Independence Arena all day to see this man, to get in. Traffic jam up and down Independence Boulevard for one man to see this great career. Flair's bleeding from the mouth.
Vader picks him up. Look at the power of Vader.
Vader says it's over.
It might be if he hits what he thinks he's going to do here.
Punching him in the face.
He's softening him up and he's going to take the climb.
Fans are chanting Flair's name. Oh! Superplex, and that was a big one.
And even Vader, the champion, hit hard on that one. He should go for the cover right now.
It's not what he wants, Jess.
It's a mistake, Tony.
But it's not what he wants.
It is a mistake.
He wants to beat him down. He said, I want to hurt him slowly.
God!
There you see the mouth of Flair bloody.
And Race ecstatic. Oh! Instinct move. Nature Boy rolls out of the way.
Flair is up. Flair hits the ropes. And Flair hits the canvas.
Every time you think Ric Flair has a shot, Vader nails him. The guy's too powerful, Tony.
You're right. And that's why we thought Flair would try to stay away from him. Wrestle a smart match. He did it the first, but Vader has just been too much so far.
You can't run forever, though.
But sometimes it takes more than just power and ability to become a champion. It takes determination. It takes heart. It takes desire. It takes the thing that, oh wow, Race. Takes the things that gone into making Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Race does his damage and then stands back like nothing happened. Look at another one who kicked him right in the throat. Look at Race standing on Nature Boy. You know, I'll tell you what, Harley Race is leaving nothing to chance, Tony. I mean, not only is Vader dominating the match, but Race is getting his shots in, too.
Well, I guess Harley Race doesn't forget, because when he lost to Flair in '83, he never again became World Heavyweight Champion. It was his last title reign.
Again, not enough for Vader.
Big chop.
Reversal.
Harley Race is saying, oh my goodness, pounding on the forehead.
Vader hammering with that right hand in the corner. Look at Race, trying to sneak one in. Randy Anderson asking the Nature Boy if he can continue. Well, Flair definitely ain't gonna quit in front of his hometown.
Flair fighting again. A bloodied Ric Flair. Right. Left. Combination. He's beating the champion down.
He's dropped him to a knee. He put him to his back. Flair dragging Vader out to the apron.
He's going for the leg.
15 minutes gone by, 15 minutes. 15 minutes gone by, 15 minutes.
30 minutes remain. Stand up, Jesse. He's going for the leg. Ric Flair. The referee sending Harley Race away. Oh my goodness, they're fighting on the floor. Where he gets it from, I don't know.
He's got another chair.
The referee is with Harley Race.
And Flair got lucky on that one because the referee didn't see it a bit.
Flair on the apron. Vader is still down on the floor. As he comes up, here comes Flair.
Vader climbing back in the ring and Flair's following him.
Remember, Flair taking his chances, a disqualification, a count out, he's out of the sport.
He had to do it.
You're right. He had to go for broke.
Absolutely. There was nowhere other direction he could go, Tony.
What a fight we are seeing at Starrcade.
He bit him.
He can barely stand himself. It's been a physical battle. I've seen Flair go 60 minutes. but only 20 minutes with Vader is like 60 minutes with most guys because of his size. Here he goes! There's no question now what he's going for. What he is softening Vader up for.
Drops down on that knee. And there's the strut. Flair again hammering away on Vader. He drops him. Yanks the leg. Can he get it on, Tony? No!
Wow. This place was going wild. But Vader's back up. Oh my. Notice how Vader can get a second win quickly. What a phenomenal man he is. The greatest big man of all time. Down on Flair. Wilson.
Flair's got to go for it right now if he's going to win it.
And that's what he's doing.
He's locked on the figure four. Races up on the apron. Vader trying to get to the ropes.
Trying to get to the ropes and trying to turn it. What is Race up to?
Vader makes it to the rope.
What drama. He walked into a foot.
Amazing the strength
20
Vader
minutes
showed
gone by, 20
not to
minutes.
submit from the figure four.
Whoa, right to the, look at this. Vader driving the knee, or the elbow into the face. Oh, this thing is just full of drama and emotion. All the fans standing in unison with Ric Flair with that figure four leg lock, but it didn't work.
Vader going up to the top again. He better get up there and not waste his time.
It's going
He's
way
going
up.
all the way up.
The big man's going for it. Moonsault!
Missed him.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible on Flair.
Flair with the cover.
There it is. Wait a minute.
Oh! Race hit Vader.
The match continues. The referee pushed him out. Flair forearms. Chops it again. Oh, down he goes.
He won it.
It's a moment in the history of this sport that we will never forget.
Nature Boy Ric Flair pulls off the biggest upset in wrestling history, Tony Schiavone.
Coliseum has witnessed one of the greatest world title matches ever, Jess.
Let's go back to replay. Here you see Harley Race diving off the top, driving the headbutt into his man Vader. Flair coming off the ropes. Vader catches him. Boom, down he goes. Flair's got enough. He buckled his knee right there. He buckled Vader's knee. Flair drives into it, flips the big man over, cradles him up. Randy Anderson in perfect position. 1, 2, 3, and the Nature Boy does it for the 11th time.
What a scene in Charlotte, North Carolina. It has been an evening we will never forget. It's a career that goes on and on and on. Ric Flair is the heavyweight champion of the world. All right.
It's like New Year's Eve in Charlotte.
They're still celebrating in Charlotte, and why not? I know there's going to be a party. I know there's probably a party going on now in the back somewhere. We have Mean Gene Okerlund, I believe, and Eric Bischoff back trying to get some interviews right now. What a match that was, Jesse Ventura.
Unbelievable. You know, when I went into this match, I really didn't give Flair a chance. I didn't think he could pull it off. But he used great psychology. He got Vader to chase him early. He withstood everything Vader threw at him and managed to roll him up in a simple cradle move and win the title.
I think you may not be able to tell, but no one is left here. It's almost like a World Series win, or it's like a championship. They want the champion to come back out, calling his name and his hometown, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. All right, let's go to Eric Bischoff. I believe he's with Vader in his dressing room.
All right, as you can see, I'm here in a locker room with Vader and Harley Race. We want to try to get an interview. No, wait, we're out of I want it back!
All right, we've lost contact with Eric Bischoff. Eric, you better run for your life there. I know how Vader can get. He said he wants revenge. He wants him back.
That's one unhappy camper right there, Tony Schiavone. And here comes the Nature Boy.
Here he comes.
He's coming out for a hurrah and not a last hurrah.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Like I said, they're still standing everywhere. What a career and what a night. There you see him. No one is left. The Charlotte Independence Arena. I almost said Charlotte Coliseum, but okay, I do understand from Craig Leathers that Mean Gene Okerlund is ready. This has to be a big moment in all our careers. Gene, it's all yours, babe.
All right, I thank you very much, Tony Schiavone, Jesse the Body Ventura. I don't mind telling you, this locker room is absolutely ecstatic. Nature Boy here with your family. Beth, good seeing you. Happy holidays, and what a happy holiday it turned out to be. You really took it to Vader tonight. I just can't believe you got caught in the mush pretty good there too, Rick.
Well, I'm kind of taken by the moment, obviously, but I did not really take it to Vader. He took it to me. He's a great wrestler and a great champion. I was really overwhelmed by the support, and first time I've ever had my family on TV, so it's a big deal for me. Thank you.
All right, I can certainly understand. Beth, we don't see you and the kids all that often at an event like this, but certainly I'd like to get your thoughts and your impressions of everything that happened. Obviously, you're delighted.
Yes, Jane, very delighted. It's just an honor, and to happen here in Charlotte.
You couldn't pick a better place in the entire world.
No, we couldn't.
All right, well, Beth, happy New Year to you. Happy holidays to the family. I don't know, Sting, if I can bring you in, I want to bring, here's a guy that's gone up and down the road with the Nature Boy many times. As you know, Sting, history was made here tonight. The 11th time that this man has become the WCW heavyweight champ. You know how tough it is to get that title one time or two times.
I'm telling you, congratulations, Rick. I've said it one time before in Baltimore, Maryland. We had our battles with the world title, and I said it before on live TV. It was a pay-per-view. I said he was the greatest world champion of all time, and it's obvious. I'm about ready to get emotional just like him. You are amazing, Rick. Truly amazing.
Thanks, Len.
Congratulations. You deserve every bit of it. I hate to say it. I was almost betting against you, but you did it. You pulled it off.
All right, Ricky Steamboat, You and Ric Flair through the years have had your differences, but you've also been on the same side of the ring.
You know something, everybody? This stands before you. History's been made. This man to be world heavyweight champion for the 11th time, and for me to stand before you and all the fans that are viewing in this presence gives me great honor, champ.
All right, we are running short of time. We're going to have to leave the air here momentarily. Your final thoughts as you reflect back on not only this match, but your entire life in this great sport.
I have been a very, very fortunate man. Bottom line.
And can I tell you something, Ric Flair? We have been very, very fortunate to have somebody like you grace us with your presence, my friend. We love you. Ladies and gentlemen, from Charlotte, North Carolina, and Starrcade 93, for Jesse the Body Ventura, for Tony Schiavone, Mean Gene C, and we'll see ya in 1994. So long, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you.